Every day, invisible battles rage inside your mind. Silent wars between instinct and reason, impulse and control. In those high-stakes moments when stress tightens its grip, your mind can betray you, turning calm into chaos with a reaction you never saw coming. It's not weakness, it's biology. Hardwired survival mechanisms firing before your conscious self has a chance to intervene.
But what if you could break free from this automatic hijacking? What if the power to stay calm, to choose your response deliberately, was already within you, waiting to be unlocked? This journey isn't about denying emotion or pretending to be unshakable. It's about understanding the hidden triggers that pull your strings and learning the art of responding, mastering a mindset so resilient that no storm can break it. Prepare to dive deep into the mind's unseen battleground, uncover the secrets behind your most destructive reactions, and discover how to reclaim your peace, one deliberate choice at a time. 1. The invisible enemy. When your mind betrays you in the heat of the moment, beneath the surface of every calm exterior lies a battlefield most never see, the invisible war between instinct and reason. In that split second when pressure mounts, your mind becomes a traitor, hijacking your calm with primal impulses you barely understand. What feels like a sudden explosion of anger, fear, or panic isn't random. It's your brain's ancient survival wiring taking control, triggered by hidden patterns buried deep in your subconscious.
You don't realize it, but every past hurt, every unresolved fear, every moment of doubt primes your reactions like loaded guns. And when the heat of the moment strikes, these instincts fire off before you can even think. Suddenly, you're no longer yourself. You're a stranger, controlled by a mind designed to protect you, yet sabotaging your peace.
2. The betrayal at work, when a colleague's backstab ignites your hidden triggers. It wasn't just a professional setback. It felt like a personal attack. The whispered rumors, the cold shoulders, the sudden exclusion from meetings, all orchestrated by the colleague he once trusted. But what made the sting unbearable wasn't just the betrayal itself. It was the way his mind twisted the pain into a blazing inferno inside. Old wounds, fear of rejection, memories of past humiliations flared to life. And before he knew it, his reaction was no longer about the present, but a storm of emotions he couldn't control. Anger surged, lashing out not just at the betrayer, but at himself for being vulnerable. His gut reaction screamed for revenge, for confrontation, for justice. But beneath that fire was a deeper truth. His automatic reaction was a trap, a replay of old fears masquerading as survival. To rewrite this script, he had to learn to pause, to see beyond the immediate hurt, and choose a response rooted in clarity, not chaos. 3. Silent storms, how unspoken fears fuel explosive reactions in everyday life. Beneath the surface of everyday interactions lie silent storms, unseen fears that simmer, unacknowledged and unchecked. These fears aren't loud or obvious. They whisper quietly in the corners of the mind, shaping reactions in ways we rarely notice until it's too late. A missed text, a curt tone, a delayed response, all can become triggers for an outburst rooted not in the moment, but in deeper anxieties. Fear of abandonment, rejection, or inadequacy. These hidden emotions act like tinder, ready to ignite with the smallest spark, turning minor irritations into emotional avalanches. What makes these silent storms so dangerous is their invisibility. They disguise themselves as external provocations, convincing us that the world is against us. But the real battle is within. Recognizing these unspoken fears, naming them, and learning to soothe rather than fight them is the key to breaking free from the cycle of explosive reactions. The power of the pause, how 1 second can save a relationship, a job, or your sanity. In the heat of the moment, everything inside screams to act, to speak, to defend, to explode. But it's in that split second of hesitation, the pause before reaction, where true power lies. This tiny pause, often overlooked or dismissed, can be the difference between a relationship saved and one shattered, a career preserved or destroyed, a moment of peace or chaos. That single breath, just 1 second, creates space. Space to breathe, to think, to feel beyond the immediate rush of emotion. It's in this brief gap that the mind can shift from impulsive reaction to deliberate response, choosing words that heal rather than harm, actions that build rather than break. Learning to wield this pause isn't easy. It requires training the mind to resist the primal urge to lash out. But once mastered, it becomes a secret weapon, an anchor in the storm that holds you steady when everything else threatens to fall apart. 5. Mirror, mirror. When your reaction reveals the pain you refuse to face. Every flare of anger, every sudden burst of frustration is more than just a reaction. It's a mirror reflecting a deeper pain you've long buried. What you lash out at in the world is often what you're silently fighting within yourself. The harsh words you hurl, the cold shoulders you give, hide wounds that never truly healed. This reflection can be brutal. It forces you to confront parts of yourself you'd rather ignore, the insecurities, the old scars, the fears that whisper, "You're not enough." But until you look into that mirror honestly, your reactions will keep pulling you into cycles of pain and misunderstanding. Facing this hidden pain is terrifying. It means peeling back layers of defense and vulnerability, risking the rawness of true self-awareness. Yet, it is only through this courageous confrontation that you begin to dissolve the triggers, transforming your reactions from chaos into clarity. 6. The art of the response, turning chaos into calm with a single mind shift. In the midst of chaos, when emotions threaten to spiral out of control, there lies a subtle but powerful choice, one that separates those who are mastered by their impulses from those who master them. This choice is the art of response. It begins with a single shift in perspective. Instead of being dragged into the storm, you step back and observe. That split second of awareness transforms your internal landscape. The raging fire of anger cools to embers. The whirlwind of panic calms to a steady breeze. This shift isn't about denial or suppression. It's about conscious control, a deliberate decision to channel energy into clarity rather than destruction. It's the difference between reacting like a puppet and responding like a warrior. Mastering this art takes practice and patience, but with every mindful response, you build an inner calm so unshakable that no external chaos can break it. 7. The unexpected trigger, when everyday moments unleash hidden emotional bombs.
Sometimes the smallest moments, an offhand comment, a glance, a forgotten promise, explode into emotional hurricanes you never saw coming. These unexpected triggers are sneaky saboteurs, hiding in plain sight, waiting to ignite long-buried feelings that lurk beneath your conscious mind.
The true challenge lies in recognizing these hidden emotional bombs before they detonate, uncovering the roots of your stress and defusing them with awareness. Only then can you reclaim your power and prevent everyday moments from becoming crises. 8. Breaking the chain, how to stop reacting and start owning your emotional narrative. For years, you've been trapped in a cycle, a relentless chain of reactions dictated by old wounds, unconscious habits, and the relentless pull of knee-jerk emotions. But what if you could break free? What if the power to rewrite your story lay not in controlling the world around you, but mastering the world within? Breaking the chain means stepping off the emotional roller coaster that has kept you captive. It's a radical shift, from being a victim of your feelings to becoming the author of your emotional narrative. This transformation isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about acknowledging them, understanding their origins, and choosing how they shape your actions. As you claim this ownership, you start to see yourself as more than your reactions. You become a conscious creator, sculpting a life defined by intention, resilience, and calm. The chains that once bound you loosen, and the freedom that follows is nothing short of revolutionary. 9. The calm warrior, building an inner fortress against life's unpredictable storms.
Life's storms come without warning. Unexpected crises, relentless pressures, moments that threaten to unravel everything you've built. But the calm warrior stands unshaken, fortified by a resilience forged deep within.
With every practiced breath, every mindful moment, this fortress grows stronger, an unbreakable sanctuary where impulsive reactions lose their power and deliberate responses rule. When the world feels wild and uncontrollable, the calm warrior becomes a beacon of stability, a force that transforms turmoil into peace. 10. The shocking finale, when your mastery over reaction changes your world forever. In the end, it all comes down to one defining moment, the breakthrough where everything you thought about yourself and your emotions shatters and rebuilds anew. It's not a grand victory announced to the world, but a quiet, profound shift that ripples through every corner of your life. The shock isn't just that you've changed, but that the world around you changes too, responding to the new energy you radiate. Your calm becomes contagious, your strength inspiring, and suddenly, the chaos that once ruled you is no longer your master, but your ally. This finale is not an end, but a new beginning, a life rewritten with intention, resilience, and unbreakable peace.